Hello, welcome to English with Sikshya. Have you been searching for a method for stepping up your English? Today we are going to practice English with a new short story. Let's improve your English listening and reading skills. You can also practice speaking along, reading the text. If you need extra time, pause the video and speak along, or adjust the speed to a slower level. Let's get started. My winter camp adventure. Hi, my name is Kiara and I'm 9 years old. I had the most amazing time at my school winter camp and I want to tell you all about it. It was my first time going to a camp and I was so excited because I love snow and winter. The day of the camp, I woke up early even before my alarm went off. I couldn't wait to get started. I packed my suitcase with warm clothes, boots, gloves, and my favorite blue hat with a pom-pom on top. My mom made sure I had everything I needed, and then she drove me to school, where the bus was waiting to take us to the camp. When we got to school, I saw all my friends with their bags. Everyone was talking and laughing. We were all excited. Our teacher, Miss Johnson, checked that everyone was there, and then we got on the bus. I sat next to my best friend, Claire. We talked about all the fun things we were going to do, like sledding and making snowmen. The bus ride was fun. We sang songs and played games. When we finally arrived at the camp, I was amazed. It was in the middle of a snowy forest, and everything was covered in white. The camp had a big, cozy cabin where we would sleep and eat, and outside there was a big hill perfect for sledding. After we put our bags in our rooms, Miss Johnson and the other teachers took us outside for our first activity, building snowmen. We split into groups and I was with Claire and our friend Jack. We rolled big snowballs to make the body and head. Then we used sticks for arms, stones for eyes, and a carrot for the nose. Our snowman looked so funny with his big eyes and crooked smile. Next, it was time for sledding. I had never been sledding before, so I was a little scared, but also really excited. Miss Johnson showed us how to sit on the sled and hold on tight. Claire and I decided to go together. We sat down and one of the teachers gave us a little push. We zoomed down the hill so fast. The wind felt cold on my face, but I couldn't stop laughing. It was so much fun. We went down the hill over and over again until we were too tired to climb back up. After sledding, we went inside the cabin to warm up. The teachers had made hot chocolate for everyone with marshmallows on top. It was the best hot chocolate I ever had. We sat by the fireplace and talked about how much fun we were having. It felt so cozy and warm inside. In the afternoon, we tried ice skating. There was a small frozen lake near the camp, perfect for skating. We put our skates and Miss Johnson taught us how to glide on the ice. At first I wobbled and fell a couple of times, but soon I started to get the hang of it. Claire and I held hands and skated together. We tried to go fast, but ended up laughing and slipping a lot. It was hard, but it was also really fun. That evening after dinner, we had a special campfire outside. We roasted marshmallows and made s'mores. The teachers told us stories, some funny and some a little scary. The stars were bright in the night sky, and the fire kept us warm. I felt so happy sitting there with my friends, listening to the crackling fire, and watching the sparks fly up into the dark. When it was time to go to bed, we went back to the cabin. The teachers told us to change into our pajamas and brush our teeth. The cabin was warm and comfortable. I crawled into my sleeping bag and felt so cozy. Before we turned off the lights, Miss Johnson came around and gave us each a little goodnight hug. She said we had another fun day to look forward to tomorrow. As I lay in my sleeping bag, I thought about everything we did that day. I was so tired, but in a good way. I felt so happy and lucky to have such a great adventure. I whispered to Claire that this was the best day ever, and she agreed. Soon, everyone was asleep except for me. I stayed awake for a little while, listening to the soft sounds of the forest outside and the gentle breathing of my friends. It was so peaceful. The next day, we had more fun activities. We went on a nature walk, made snow angels, and even had a little snowball fight. I learned so much about the winter forest and saw animal tracks in the snow. It was so interesting to see the different shapes and sizes of the footprints. Our guide told us which animals made them, like deer, rabbits, and even a fox. As the camp came to an end, I felt a little sad to leave, but I was also happy because I made so many good memories. On the bus ride back home, Claire and I talked about our favorite parts of the camp. We both loved sledding the most because everything was so much fun. We were already planning to come back next year. When we got back to school, our parents were waiting for us. My mom gave me a big hug and asked if I had a good time. I told her all about the snowman, the sledding, the hot chocolate, and the ice skating. She smiled and said she was happy I had such a great adventure. That night, when I went to bed, I felt so tired but also so happy. I thought about the fun I had, the new things I tried, and the friends I shared it all with. My first winter camp was an amazing experience, and I couldn't wait to tell everyone at school all about it. And that was my winter camp adventure. It was the best time ever, and I will always remember it.